Alright, so we're getting off in Ketchikan to do our Bering crab sea fisherman tour. We booked this one outside of Disney, saved a little bit of money. The reason is because in Ketchikan everything is kind of right by the boat. So it's kind of easier to book through them, so we wouldn't have to walk far. We don't have to catch a bus. We don't have to catch anything to get anywhere. So that's kind of why we did it. Here we go. We're checking in.
3 of you, right?
Yep.
It should be easy peasy. We're here on berth 1. That's berth 2. The next one down is 3. So you'll head down that way. You'll pass a few big buildings. You'll get to berth 3. There's a big red sign on the top of the building. To the left of it, it says berth 3. And you'll walk down the ramp, and the ship's at the bottom of the ramp. It shares a barge with that Virgin cruise ship that's in. Can't miss it. And there'll be somebody there too to push on your way if you get lost.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. See you on the ship.
So there you heard it, folks. When you don't book through Disney, they're still at the foot of the Disney ship to give you instructions on where to go. Luckily, we kind of walked it earlier to see where in. You're actually going to get to see one of the other tours as we go through here. The duck boat tour. As you can see it there. Basically is a amphibious vehicle shaped like a duck. They call them duck boats. But yeah, you take them out and it goes from land into the water and the same thing. Not sure how I feel about those. They look cool. So we're walking now. It said berth 3, which you see the Disney Wonder behind me. And we're walking to berth 3, which is not terribly far away. And we're approaching berth 3. I see the Virgin cruise she was talking about. Not a far walk from the ship. And again, one that you can easily do outside of booking through Disney to save you some money. As opposed, some other ports I definitely would, I'd spend the extra money to know that Disney's going to make sure I get there and get there safely. But with this one, because you know everything's right here at the berth, makes it a lot easier. I see our vessel. It's coming up here on the right. All its glory. This is the crab boat tour. The Aleutian Ballad, as I said earlier. And there's plenty of good seats left, it looks like. People were concerned about that. We're going to talk to him for just a second.
Hi.
Hey, we booked through y'all. Last name is Shay.
Shay. Gotcha. You're all set to come aboard?
Thank you. And you can kind of see the crowd. There'll be much more videos along. Kayla's mom is a longtime fan of the show. Let's check in on her excitement level. So the excitement level is high, and we got some pretty good front row seats, as you can see. Sorry.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Splendid.
Good.
That's my new word. I heard it not too long ago.
Word of the day.
Yeah, I mean,
I like it.
I heard it and I'm like, gosh, I'm going to try to use that. Where are you folks from then?
Florida.
Crazy weather today. It was sunny in the morning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then it rained. Were you up for the hail?
No, we didn't do that.
We saw the ice everywhere on the ground.
Yeah, it hailed.
Yeah.
And then it got sunny again, then rained, and now windy. I mean, it's like all 4 seasons. Well, up here we get 5.
Yeah.
People always ask me, about, you know, how is it going to be, and I would say it's depends on the mood of the captain. You know, if it's going to go well or not.
Right.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah. That's Captain Ron.
So it's going to go well.
Yeah.
I'm always in a good mood.
I fish my dad and brother, so I get it though.
Yeah, no, it's fine. That's fine. So Florida.
Florida.
Well, that's cool. A lot of, you know, probably warm down there.
Oh yeah, it was like 90 when we left. It was hot.
Probably want this now.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Well, we'll show you green.
Thank you.
Do you have many eagles in Florida?
There's some. We see some. Not a
Have you
whole
seen many?
like, yeah.
In Juneau, there was a few.
You know we somewhere. We haven't seen any here yet.
If we want to see eagles, once the eagles, you'll know once we run long. We'll head over to the island. And when we start heading where you want to be, is there's some benches right above.
Okay.
We want to be on the other side along that rail.
Okay.
Okay.
Insider tip. It's our new friend, Captain Ron. Not to be confused with Captain Ron from the movie. The other advantage of booking directly through this company is like right now, we basically, it was pick your seat. We got to go anywhere we wanted.
Got to be ahead of the whole Disney.
So everybody off of our Disney ship is still probably meeting in wherever meeting location. We came right to the boat and got to pick our seats. So that's another. And we met the captain already. We've got some tips. We've seen some crab in the pods, and we are getting ready to explore. He said we're going to see some eagles. That was the tip. It kind of told us where to stand. So we'll keep that in mind, and we're looking forward to it.
You go into the galley there. When you go into that galley, almost immediately on your right shoulder, there is a TV monitor. And on that TV monitor is a 4.5-minute DVD looping of the very boat that you're on when it was hit by a rogue wave in season 2 of Deadliest Catch. Has anybody seen it? Yeah. If you haven't seen it, it's a must-see. But if you've seen it before, go watch it and then go home and tell your buddies. I was on that boat. I was standing right there. Very cool.
So we're now going up top. So those familiar with the show will know what this is. And they throw these out and hope to fill them up. Alaskan wilderness along this tour. The trees. This is the tour. There's going to be some whales along the way. We've already stopped one time for whales. People that like planes. Barely skimming that tree canopy.
That's an Alaska Uber. That's how you get around. I mean, Sitka, Juneau, here, by boat or plane. So that's what we call them. That's serious. Okay, now, the Eagle Show, right? I told you?
Yeah.
Right along that rail right there.
That's over here. I can see it over there.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, no worries. And you'll tell, after we run the long leg here, we're going to head over to that big mountain over there, and that's where, and they should be fine. Like I said, we have, I think, 40 of them. They're on a crab boat, so what do you want to hold this, and one buoy and another one buoy? I'll stand right there and take your picture.
Okay.
And hey, I got to put you to work like you're crab fishing, right? I'm going to come on down and tell you some history about the boat you're on here today. Wait until you hear this.
Okay, yeah.
This is crazy. Crazy.
Very informative. He's got a lot of years doing this kind of work throughout Alaska, the Bering Sea. He retired from the Bering Sea. But just a good dude. crew is very, very nice and helpful. This is not a wildlife excursion cruise, but they do stop when they see wildlife. Eagles, whales, everything else. We're going to go see Captain Ron's got some more information he's going to put out as far as the history of the boat. So we want to talk about it, and we're going to talk about it. Listen what he's got to say.
1990, we had the biggest storm recorded come into the Bering Sea. Now, a lot of us were out there fishing. This boat was out there. I was out there in my boat. This is 107 foot. Mine was 110 foot. The forecast was blowing about 45, 50 knots, 25, 30 foot seas. The weather guy had it wrong. This storm came into the Bering Sea. The Coast Guard recorded winds up to 160 miles an hour. The waves on average were 50 foot. They recorded waves 70, 75 foot. We can't fish in that. All we can do is put the front end of our boat, the bow, and ride it out until it comes down. Now, this boat here's got 4 crab tanks in it. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when we have crab in these tanks, we got seawater continuously coming into it. Just coming in all the time. What that does is supplies oxygen to our crab, keeps them alive. Canneries don't buy dead crab. That water's got to come out somewhere. On each of these hatches, it's got another hatch that's round like this. We have those off. Water coming in from the bottom, coming out on top. During that storm, this boat here had crab in hold number 1, hold number 2. About half full of crab, has water coming in, water coming out. When it got hit by one of them 70-foot waves, rolled it over on its side, what do you think happened to that water? Half of that water came out of them big giant holes. Now, the boat was listed over on its side. Vance Jones, the owner and captain of this boat, told his crew, get in the survival suit, we're abandoning ship, we're rolling over. Before he did that, he got on the radio, Mayday, 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 gave the name of the boat, the position, and said, there's 5 of us abandoning ship, we're rolling over, and they jumped overboard. I myself heard 11 Maydays during that storm, boats in trouble. Now, a boat that was close to them, heard them, came surfing down 50-foot waves and miraculously got every one of them guys aboard his boat. It took another day and a half for him to get, for that storm to subside enough for him to get to Dutch Harbor. Well, they didn't have a boat anymore, so Vance and his crew were going to fly home, and the Coast Guard called. Hey, Vance, we found your boat out there floating. It's on its side, but here's the position. So Vance got his crew back together, got some pumps, and they knew if he got back on this boat, he was going to have to pump water out. Now, got a buddy of his, when the weather was nice enough, they went out there where the Coast Guard said it was, found this boat, it was on its side, got back on here, pumped the water out, got her straightened up, fired up, got it back into town. In my 46 years in the industry, this is the only boat that I've ever heard of that was abandoned and the captain and crew get back on it and make it into port. First thing Vance did when he got there, went to the lumber store, bought himself a sheet of plywood, can of spray paint, and he spray painted "For Sale, I'm out of here." That's when Dave and his partner bought the Illusion Valley.
Well, the very next year, 1983, guys showed up on the docks with, on the docks with these. Anybody know what that is? It's the circle hook. Very good. We didn't know what it was in 1983, but we tried it. And the way we tried it was on our halibut gear. Now, like I said, our halibut gear is going to be full, so it's going to have 600 feet of line, hook every 7 feet. We got, say, 75 hooks on each tub. So we would tie 20 together. So we'd have 75 J hooks, circle hooks, J hooks, circle hooks, and we just set them out there to see how they fish. The very first tub we pulled had J hooks on it, and it had 15 really nice halibut. I mean, we're talking 40, 50 pound fish. We knew we were in them. The very next tub had 75 circle hooks. and it had over 50 fish on it. And the smallest ones were 50 pounds. And we had fish on there that we had not seen before. We had fish on there that were over 250 pounds. So now you got a ton of bait going down, and good hundreds of thousands of pounds of fish coming up. Next thing you know, you start attracting some wildlife, some predators. Started out with the orcas, the killer whales. We'd be fishing halibut, and they'd come right by and just take bites right out of the belly of the fish. They didn't want the whole fish, they just wanted one bite. And they would just do it at random, ruin the fish, you couldn't sell it. It was pretty frustrating, it made you mad. You couldn't do anything. Pretty soon they'd eat enough and they'd leave you alone. We're catching a lot of fish, so we kept doing it. Well, about 4 years down the road, their cousin the sperm whales showed up. And when they showed up, it was game over. I mean, you'd be standing there hauling gear, just nothing but blank hoods. There'd be a whale sitting 40 feet from you, just staring at you with an eye the size of a softball.
We're in those sovereign waters right now. That's what allows us to do this real-time fishing.
All right, first thing we gotta do, we gotta get these buoys on, and then we gotta figure out which way this line's going so we can adjust the boat to it.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, we got another one.
I think you got something big coming, Big D.
I do. I know, that's why I wanted to get that guy off.
They are venomous. It's not enough to kill you, but it will enhance your fishing experience. So why would you try messing with one of these? Because the meat is incredible. White, flaky, moist. This is your rockfish taco. This guy's in pretty good shape. You're going to be able to release him. We don't always get to do that. So I'm pretty excited. This guy will make it if I release him. Everybody get a picture.
All right. And what we have here is a dog shark. And the biggest one I've ever seen is like 4.5, 5 feet. But this guy's pretty big. And he's a bottom feeder. He's kind of interesting. His skin is just like sandpaper. As a matter of fact, the native people used to use the skin of a dog shark to sand their canoes and stuff. And
All right, we're at this special spot that Captain Ron, told us to come to for our best view. And it's of bald eagles. As you can see, Captain Ron did not disappoint with the location.
They were fighting over it. Another thing, I don't know if it got mentioned, but if you guys put your cell phones on slow-mo and shoot short little videos, you can pull skills out of that later that will just blow you away.
There's a ton of eagles here. There's a raven. This is not something you see every day.
Oh, there you got him. Now somebody's going to try to take it from him. Hold feathers out.
I think I put you in the right spot.
It's pretty good.
Gets that white head feel.
I didn't think he was close.
You see Captain Ron in the wheelhouse. He put us on the right spot.
That challenge with 1,000 pounds of clamping force, they don't have left feet.
You can see some over in the trees. So as you can see, they're on the beach. Some of them are enjoying their catch in the tree. So that was pretty cool. It's not included. It's not part of the tour when you sign up. It's not something you know you're going to get to see. It's an added bonus. But pretty cool.
All right. Gotcha.
It's definitely pretty neat.
What, pardon me?
It was pretty cool.
Oh, we're discarding some herring that we had.
So we're
It's
just
actually one of the first
going on to the next point. Again, that wasn't part of the. You shouldn't expect to see wildlife on this tour. Well, you should expect it, but it's not why you booked the tour. It's just an added bonus, and the staff here is very friendly. They are very helpful. Captain Ron, Big D, they're all super knowledgeable, and they will help you understand everything you want to know. Of the tours, all the tours that we've done here, this is probably the best one that we've done. It's very, just very personal. There's not as many people as some of your excursions to like whale excursions. There are a lot of people on this boat, but you feel like you're the only one on the boat, just because the way the staff makes you feel. So highly, highly recommended.
But
to a bunch of 22-year-old kids for 5 days work. You look at that check, you look at the boat, you think to yourself, oh, it wasn't that bad. That's not it. All right, got a handful of bugs in there. Guys, what you're looking at there, that's a cone pot or a dome pot. This boat here would hold like 160 of those big steel square cages. I got a smaller boat, maybe it only holds 30, 35. The way this got invented was simply this. It has a pucker string in the bottom. You undo that pucker string, it relaxes the web underneath there. Then you can start stacking them like cereal bowls upside down.
all right, and what we have are box king crab, BOX. They are a king crab, and they taste just like a king crab.
All right. We've been miserable. Now this pot comes up. Everybody's attitudes change. I've got 2 riders going in my tunnel. Big D's got 2 riders going in his tunnel. We call them riders because they're not even inside yet. Half dozen crab in there. We're going to check a few more. We think the best sign's to the south. We'll take the rest of our gear and send it to the south. Anticipating a sign like this in 20, 30 hours, we could have 50, 60 average. They're going to be worth over $300 a piece. You got 300 pots on that kind of fishing, that is some good money.
All right, first thing I do, I set it down on those hooks on the bottom of the launcher. That's going to stabilize the bottom of that pot. But I still have to stabilize the top. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use what we call dogs. And they're just metal hooks that come in, they center that pot and hold it tight to the top of the launcher. Now I can move it around, and I have to. I'm going to pick it up flat. But once I get it up here, a couple guys are going to wheel a table right underneath this front part. A couple other guys are going to open this up and flip this door up. Now the crabs are ready to come out. The way I'm going to get them out is I'm just going to dump them out. And once I get here, I'm just going to shake this handle until all those crabs fall out on that table. Then I lower it back down. Guys can jump in there and change those bait cans. Going to close that door up, and that pot's ready to go. It does not spend a lot of time on that rack.
So we just did the tour with the best tour in Ketchikan, Captain Ron.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, come and join us, everyone. You'll have a blast, seriously.
It was very good. Ron and his entire crew, Big D and Andy, were super good. It was very knowledgeable. It was the best one we've done. This is our second trip to Alaska. First time we've done this one, and it is the best.
Hey, appreciate you joining us. Thanks. Come again. You're going to be coming again, right?
Absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
appreciate it.